Namaskar, I am Acharye Nandita Pandey and back again with the weekly forecast for the week starting from 14th of October to 20th of October. In this segment we are going to talk about sun signs from Aries to Virgo, and in the next segment we will definitely speak about, give you the guidance about sun signs from Libra to Pisces. So without wasting any time, we will start off with Aries and let us see how Aries are going to do during this week. And Aries are generally people born in the month of April. Now for Aries, I see a lot of professional gains coming in, emotional satisfaction as far as your projects are concerned. There is a partnership which will be quite favorable. Even in matters of heart, if you indulge into it with a new thought, a new orientation, fresh outlook, maybe following your intuition, this brings you a lot of happiness and also brings back the romance that you've been seeking so much of late. So it's quite a romantic week for you. Financially, though it might sound to be a little tough during this week, and if you're planning travel especially, they are not going to give you excellent results or results at all, so they are best avoided. And especially financial trips should be completely avoided. There are no investments, new investments I would recommend that you should take up, because this is not a good week which gives in that kind of positive vibrations for you. Health-wise, health of a woman might be a cause of concern, and in terms of your family, again I see celebrations but a little less than expectations. However, whatever phase that you are undergoing, it's a very, very transient phase, because by the end of the week you will be very happy and content, and you know you might want to buy a property or even shift to a better place. So that's the kind of thought that would suddenly start cropping up in your mind. So this was for Aries, and we move on to the next sun sign, Taurus, and let us see how Taurians are doing. And Taurians are generally people born in the month of May. Now for Taurians, I see a number of opportunities knocking your door as far as your relationship area is concerned. So throughout the week there will be situations, circumstances which will suddenly start favoring you, bringing you a lot of happiness. Whereas on this same front, when I look into your professional area, you'll be absolutely content with the way things are progressing, your projects are progressing, targets are being achieved, partnerships are giving you good gains. So all in all, it's a good week for you as far as the work is concerned. Financially also, subtle changes, positive changes, good changes coming in, but again not to the levels that you expect them to be. Health-wise, I would want you to be a little careful, because health area are kind of maybe mild seasonal flus or cold and cough. Those kind of problems might certainly crop up. But overall health gives you a better state of mind and more stronger, determined approach. Travels would be absolutely favorable for you in terms of family. There are slow, subtle changes which are kind of bringing you happiness. But if you're planning travels by the end of the week, there could be some confusions and doubts about them. But the cards are trying to guide you that you should not be in doubts. You should embark on them, and they will bring you success eventually. So this was for Taurus. We move on to the next sun sign, Gemini, and let us see how Geminis are going to do during this week. And for Geminis, again I see you being your charming best as far as your work is concerned, and this brings in a lot of benefits and success again for you. In matters of heart, overall more or less things are fine and good, but yet there is something that you're ignoring or probably not being able to point your finger at. You need to be a little more proactive in this area to bring back and enjoy the romance that you have always so sought for in your relationship area. Financially, how you fare, and financially the cards are trying to say that listen to everybody, but then do make investments which you are very sure about and you feel very strongly about. So that's the kind of guidance that comes in for you as far as your finances are concerned. In your health-wise, you would be fine. I see celebrations, I see spending good times with your friends and families, and that very thought about spending time with them would create that positive aura in you which would rejuvenate your mind, body and soul. So this is a kind of transition I see. Transitions, again a lot of transitions are there in family front also. Overall a good week for you. Travels would be enjoyable, a little less than expectations but then good. And by the end of the week I see you maybe resting for a while, take a break and just chill out. That's the kind of guidance that the cards are trying to give you. So this was for you Geminis, and we move on to the next sun sign, and now we're talking about Cancer, and Cancerians are people generally born in the month of July. Now for Cancerians, I see you being very, very involved in your love relationship area. It's quite a romantic week, quite a passionate week again for you, and this quite nice mutual understanding between you and your loved one. Professionally, how things would fare for you. Professionally, if you are diplomatic in your approach and you have a lot of patience, and all your projects are going to finish in time, there will be new projects that will seep in, bringing you growth and happiness and success. And financially though, I would still want you to be a little more careful, because there are certain obligations that might suddenly surface up and demand a lot of attention, or maybe outflow of cash. So this is an area where you need to take courageous decisions and firm decisions in life. Health wise, how you would do, there are new health activities that might suddenly crop up, and they would bring you success, they would bring you good changes also, good returns also in health. And family matters relaxes you a lot, although by the end of the week I see there could be some adventurous changes that might suddenly take place, especially if you're planning to travel. So this was for Cancerians. We move on to the next sun sign, Leo, and let us see how Leos are doing during this week. Leos are generally people born in the month of August. Now I see you being very happy with your financial front. A lot of good changes happening, and whatever changes are coming in again are coming in your favor. Creative ventures will give you benefits. Similarly, in your professional area too, there are a lot of benefits coming in. Your juniors are going to support you a lot throughout the week, and will enhance your prospects, the career prospects. In matters of heart also, there could be two decisions which might confuse you, or maybe two people you might just be attracted at one point of time, and then there is this confusion which is suddenly popping up, which one to choose. So this is the kind of mindset that I see you undergoing. If you're already in a stable relationship, there are of course two decisions that again might confuse you about which one to opt for and what to do to create more stability in your relationship. So this is a kind of projection or reflection that I see, but however you need to be careful about health of a woman, motherly kind of a figure, because that might stress you out during this week. Also, a child in the family can be very demanding during this week. That's how I see, and maybe emotional anxieties that might suddenly surface up. But travels are going to give you a lot of happiness, success, a lot of contentment. But by the end of the week, there are possibilities that you might certainly feel that life is not giving you your due credit, or there are some issues which needs to be tackled with care, with love, and with nurturing. And this was for Leo. We move on to the next sun sign, Virgos, and let us see how Virgos are doing during this week. And for Virgos, I see a lot of financial benefits seeping in during this week. It's like partnerships giving you excellent results. Joint investment will be favorable. Somebody like a financial expert or banker or maybe a CA, that kind of a person would give you advice which would be absolutely good and give you monetary raise, something like that, where I see either increments coming in or monetary gains flowing in. So this is the kind of reflection I see you undergoing as far as finances are concerned. Professionally, how do you do? And professionally, I see again responsibilities coming up. You are on your guard. You know how things are. You work so hard to reach a position. Now is the time to embark on fresh ventures and maybe take up more responsibilities or redo your office. There are also chances about renovating or redoing your office. That's the kind of thought that I see you undergoing during this week. In matters of heart, how things would be. This is an area of concern because there are certain issues where situations and circumstances might just be too demanding, or even your partner for that matter might just seek a lot of attention and love from your end. So that's an area of concern. And also possibilities that there's some restrictions that are coming in between the two of you, which needs to be tackled with love. Send a lot of loving energies and this would be good. Health wise, how do you do? Health should be fine. Your health, I don't see a problem at all. You are in your robust shape. You are in a good healthy state of mind. But matters of family can cause you anxieties. Being too possessive about your relationship or your family members might create communication deadlocks between you and them. You need to take it easy. You need to be more flexible in your approach. Be calm and send a lot of loving energies to them also, so that they can understand your point of view. When you do that, then things will be more subtle and more happy. Travels gives you only average gains, nothing great. And by the end of the week also, it's like kind of a stalemate situation, nothing great happening around this time. But then you will be very intuitive during this time, and that would help you and save you through your problems. So this was for Virgo, and we have definitely spoken about Aries to Virgo in this segment, and we would talk about Libra to Pisces in our other segment. This was weekly forecast. You can of course log into our channel. The channel's name is Nandita Pandey 1. You can also subscribe it because subscription in YouTube is absolutely free, and the advantage is whenever we upload a channel, you directly are intimated by YouTube that we have uploaded on a video on the channel. So do that. Keep sending us feedbacks because that's the most sought after thing that I look forward to. They increase my database. They help me in working more sincerely and taking up my focus more sincerely, doing it more seriously as well. I do pray for your good health. I do pray for your positive energies. It's Navratra week coming in, and the feminine forces, the feminine energies are going to be on a very high note. Do seek their guidance, do seek their blessings. It will be good for you, and I'll be all in prayers for you. May you have a good and great fantastic week. Atma Namaste.